You can buy your first apartment building without a bank, without perfect credit, without using any of your own money. It's not a gimmick, guys. That's how this business actually works at the top. I'm going to show you how to do this exactly. My name is Todd Robinson. I'm a commercial real estate attorney, and I own over 1,000 apartment units, about $100 million portfolio in real estate. Here's what makes this video different from every other multifamily guide out there. Guys, I'm not just an investor. I'm the attorney who structures these deals. So I'm going to show you how to get in and how to do it without blowing yourself up legally. This is the only guide you need to get started in multifamily investing. Let's get into it. Why apartment buildings at all? Why apartments instead of single family houses? Because multifamily does three things at once that almost nothing else does. Number one is cash flow. 20, 50, 100 units, all paying rent every month. One roof, one loan, dozens of income streams. Number two, and this is the big one, you control the value. A house is worth whatever the neighbor's house sold for. An apartment building is worth a multiple of its income. So when you raise the income, you force that value. It's called forced appreciation. You're not the passenger, you're the driver of this income. Now, number three is the tax benefits. Depreciation, cost segregation. The tax code was written to reward people who own these types of buildings. I pay almost nothing in taxes legally because of what I own and how I invest. Cash flow, forced appreciation, and tax benefits, that's the trifecta. And that's why the wealthy buy apartment buildings. But here's where almost everyone gets stuck, on the same lie about how you actually buy one of these. It's a big myth. I'm going to break it down for you right now. That myth is that you need to be rich to own an apartment building, that you need millions of dollars in the bank before you can get started. You don't, because every deal has 3 seats at the table, and you only need to fill one to get in. Seat 1, the limited partners. They bring in the money, they invest passively, they get mailbox money. No tenants, no toilets, no work. Seat 2 is the GP. It's called the general partner. They find the deal, they fund it, they run it, they manage the whole thing. That's the operator, the active partner. Seat 3, if you need one, is called the KP. That's the key principal. They lend their net worth to help the deal qualify for the loan. They don't have to put in cash. They don't really manage anything. They just back the loan and they get paid for it. So look at that. 1 seat needs money, 1 seat needs hustle, 1 seat needs a balance sheet. You don't need to have all 3 personally to get into a deal. You just need one. And that's how a normal person gets into their first deal. Quick pause. If you're getting value from this, do me one favor, hit the subscribe button right now. I break down real multifamily deals and the exact strategies I use on this channel every single week. You don't want to miss what's coming, so hit subscribe right now. All right, back to the action. So how does the money actually work? Let me explain this. Because if you're not writing the check, where does it come from? There's 3 pieces you need to know. And when you understand how they fit together, this whole thing clicks. So first is seller financing. It's called creative financing. Instead of a bank, the seller carries the actual loan. You pay them over time. I've done this on real deals at rates a bank would never give me. In fact, we just closed a 60-unit deal in Houston with a 5% interest rate. 2 is a down payment. You raise it from investors. They're the limited partners. They put up the capital, you give them a return, everybody wins. 3 is an actual bank loan. The key principal backs it with their balance sheet so the deal qualifies without you needing to put in millions of your net worth. Put those 3 together, you've bought a multi-million-dollar building without a bank and without your own cash. I've done this myself. I actually bought an 80-unit building in Houston for $5.76 million. The seller financed 90% of it. The investors funded the down payment. I put in $0, and today it cash flows close to $25,000 a month. As of the date of this video, we're actually about to buy another 60-unit property with the same seller, same 90% financing in Houston, Texas, right? But this is exactly where people blow themselves up. And this is the part no one else is teaching. Real quick, that key principal role that I mentioned a little while ago, it's the easiest way for most people to get into the first deal if they have some net worth because it needs 0 cash. I put together a free guide on exactly how it works. It's called the Key Principal Playbook. So DM me Key either here or on Instagram and I'll send it to you for free. Now back to the part that keeps you out of trouble. Here's the thing that separates people who build wealth in this business from people who get sued. The moment you raise money from investors, even your friends, even your family, you have to create a securities offering. Whether you know it or not, that is federal law. The Supreme Court has defined what a security instrument and an investment contract is, and real estate syndication is exactly that. So it has to be structured correctly. The right entity, you have to use a private placement document. That's the document that discloses the risks and protects you. You have to create a subscription agreement. You have to file it with the SEC. You do it right, you can raise millions and sleep well at night. Do it wrong, and you're looking at returning every dollar fines and potential personal liability. Like I said, I'm the attorney who structured these deals. I'm also one of the people that is called to clean up deals that have gone completely wrong. Sometimes people raise capital using debt instruments, sometimes don't have any agreements at all. And guys, that's not how you do it. That's why I teach structure. That's why structure is so important, almost if not more important than the strategy. So knowing all of that, where do you actually want to start? I've broken it down into 6 steps. It's called the dealmaker scaling system. Every single person in my community who has closed a deal has followed it, whether they know it or not. Step 1 is the attention asset. Nobody invests with you, partners with you, or brings a deal to you if they don't know you exist. So start telling people what you're doing, online, in person, everywhere. Your reputation is the first thing you build. Step 2, we call it the platform unlock. Investors don't give money to people, they give money to platforms. Get your entity, your branding set up right. Show yourself as a professional and an expert before you say a word to an investor, because they're gonna look you up. And when they look you up, they wanna see that you're legit. Step 3 is the underwriting edge. You need to learn how to speak the language, guys. NOI, cap rate, cash on cash return, IRR. You need to know all of those terms. You don't necessarily need to be an expert, but you need to be fluent enough to break down a deal in real time. That's when you stop being a student and you start becoming a sponsor. Now, step 4 is the KP advantage, right? You don't need money, you need the right people. A key principal lends their balance sheet so the deal qualifies for financing. That's how you close deals you could never qualify for on your own. Step 5, we call it the warm capital method. Your first $250,000 to $1 million in investor capital is likely already in your phone. You just have to reach out the right way. Conversations, not pitches. Step 6 is what we call the room strategy. Get in the right rooms where deals actually happen. One conversation at the right event beats 100 cold messages online. It's 6 steps: the attention asset, platform unlock, underwriting edge, KP advantage, warm capital method, and room strategy. That's the system. That's the whole game. So here's your next step. If you're serious about getting into your first multifamily deal and you want to do it the right way, book a free call with my team. The link is right below in this video. We'll look at where you're at. We'll show you exactly where to start. Again, I'm Todd Robinson, commercial real estate attorney, $100 million portfolio of my own assets, and I've built it using the exact playbook I just gave you.